Hey everyone, it's Dana Williamson here with Bad FBI, the original Bad Queen of the Round Table. Thank you so much for tuning in to the briefing. This is our first episode for 2019, and I'm excited to be with you guys today. I'm doing this recording, broadcast, whatnot, in a different place right now. Not in my office. I'm actually lounging in my media room, and there's a lot of things, and you know what I'm going to share with you guys. I'm going to start another Instagram for something else I'm doing in business, but nonetheless, everything here is basically under construction. So my media room, quote unquote, is not a finished media room, but it is the media room. Nonetheless, I'm sitting here lounging because I had to get away from my office. I had some appointments this morning and away from the home office. And when I got back, I wanted to start working, get on the computer, do the things I needed to do, touch base with the people I hadn't touched base with. And I couldn't focus. And it has a lot to do with different things that have happened since the new year. And it got me weary. So that's why I'm lounging. I hope you understand. It got me weary because there's only so much people can take. There's only so much you can do or accept or want, or there's only so much in a day, in a lifetime. And I feel like right now I can't take much more. But here's my encouraging word to you. And let me just reiterate what the briefing does. I come here and I share with you the business ideals. I share with you what it's like to want to change and what you should do about that. I give you my own solutions to our regular everyday problems. And so today, I'm sharing with you the problem. I'm going to get this out in under the 10 minutes. Communities, the underprivileged communities, are suffering on a day-to-day basis. And they're suffering because the mindset in those communities is, I must be in a different place in order to make it. I had a conversation with a gentleman, really brief conversation, about a home in the community that I live in that it was a very large home. It must have a living room, duplex, living room, dining room, 2 or 3 bedrooms. Nice. Everything is a nice size. Not too big, not too small, but everything's a nice size. And we were talking about how the city owns this particular property and how if it's going to cost more to renovate the property, it makes no sense in the area that it's in. But my concern is, why not? People renovate or rehab houses in order to sell them. That's their whole point, right? My concern is why don't you just renovate the house the way you want it? Why consider what may or may not be what you want to do down the line? I'm renovating my house because that's what I want to do. I don't want to sell it. I want to renovate it to my expectations. Now, is my house going to be double what the assessed value is in the neighborhood? Yeah, it sure is. But it's what I want. If people in the community looked at their lives only at what they have in front of them, then we're not expecting them to dream. Does that make sense? Am I saying something to you that makes sense? We're not expecting the hood to dream. We're not expecting parents to say to their children, you can dream. We're not expecting the ghetto to wake up and take whatever they were dreaming about and make that a reality. We're not saying to any of them to be creative. We're saying go to work, do what you got to do, by all means necessary, blah, blah, blah. That's what we're saying. It's the same conversation I was having and I'm still having on my podcast, about Christians talking about sex. We're not saying the things that need to be said to the people that it need to be said to. Why am I living in a community where I can't tell the young people to dream? Why am I living in it? Because if I'm just living here to live, I'm not doing anything. I would really want someone to share some of my insight here with others, because if you're living in a community just to have a roof over your head, the homeless do that. They're in a community where all they have is the box that they're living in, or the blanket. There are people that would love to be in your home and actually do something for that community. What are we saying to people if we're saying the hood can't dream? And why are we always telling everyone to get out of the hood? Why are we saying to people get out of the hood instead of saying, or get out of the inner cities, or get out of the ghettos, or whatever you want to say? Why are we telling people to do that instead of saying build up or rebuild your communities so that your $20,000 home can be worth $60,000? Or if I want to renovate and make my $60,000 home $125,000, that's what I want to do. Why say to me, just leave that neighborhood and you can go and have that house already made for you? I don't want that neighborhood. I want this neighborhood. Why do we tell the community, why do we tell our future leaders they can't dream? This is why I titled this Hood Chronicles, because somewhere we're telling little girls they can't dream. We're telling little boys they can't dream. We're telling teenagers there's no hope. We're telling millennials there's no hope for them either, especially if they live in the hood, the ghetto, the inner city. We're telling them there's no possibility of a dream ever coming to fruition unless they move. Why are we doing that? We have to make a choice right now to stop stunting the dream.